Hi. My name is Rafał Kelm, as it was said. I'm a full stack developer working in Angular and Microsoft technologies. Yeah, as it was also said, I'm a father of two sons, so if I only have time and it's not too much, I'm trying to sail and play ice hockey. Yeah, and it's a great opportunity. Thank you for this great opportunity to present in front of such an honorable audience. I'll be talking about CarbonKey, so our solution related to CO2 reduction. As you may know, there is some kind of an EU agenda currently related to CO2 reduction. We do have like currently two solutions which are created and developed in our company in so-called sustainable domain. So one of them is CarbonKey, which I'm talking today about. The second one is, and it relates to CO2 emission reduction. And the second one is the spend key, which is more related to the general assessment of the sustainability of some products which our clients buy. So, as you may know, the EU agenda is quite ambitious, and we are each member states of the European Union is obliged to follow some rules related to CO2 reduction. Denmark is very ambitious in their obligations, so it's about to reduce the CO2 emission by 70% till 2030. That means that, yeah, they have quite a lot to do. That's why the companies are working on different solutions related to CO2 accountancy. And one of these is the CarbonKey. So CarbonKey is aimed at making conscious choices of the products. When we buy, when municipalities, our clients, buy the products, we want them to be aware of what is the carbon footprint of different purchases. So we are also basing on this greenhouse gas protocol, which divides different emissions to like 3 scopes. This is, yeah, some kind of a general topic which probably we can dig deeper into, but maybe it's not for this presentations. Generally, it refers to some division of the CO2 emissions between the ones which are produced by the company and the entity, and the emissions which are produced by some other companies which are providing services for our company. And yeah, the third scope relates to other kind of emissions. Yeah, we are currently in the MVP phase with our product. So we are having our time frame for development of the MVP spans from 2022 until 2023, middle of the year, and we are currently like focusing on the main functionalities of the CarbonKey. So yeah, I will show you some slides related to the product, to the app. But yeah, I want you to make sure that this is just from the UI and UX perspectives still work in progress. So we are focusing more on the how the product works, not how it looks. Our clients are mainly the local municipalities in Denmark. There is like 96 or so of these municipalities. These are kind of divisions of the Denmark, and they make each day they make some purchases in their entity. They have subordinated their entities like schools, kindergartens, other institutions, and all of those institutions are making some purchases. So it is very important from the Danish perspective to make these entities make conscious choices, taking into account the future goal of achieving the reduction at the rate of 70%. So going into the details of the CarbonKey, it actually consists of 3 modules currently. So the first module is mainly related to Power BI reports, which are gathering all the data from the municipalities related to purchases. And this is the module which actually can show us what is the current state of purchases, and shows us the historical data. And it differs from the other 2 modules, namely scenarios and initiatives, by this that these 2 latter modules are mainly related to what we can do with the current state. So, as I said, the first of these modules with which we plan our emissions is the scenarios module, and this is the most complex module, which allows for some kind of assessment. What can we do by reducing and making more purchases, on the other hand, of substitute products, and how it impacts the carbon footprint, CO2 emission. And on the other hand, we've got this second module, initiatives. So this is the module which actually allows for undertaking some actions. So the difference is that here we somehow calculate the impact, and on the other hand, in initiatives we are actually imposing some actions, and we can then track them in the CO2 account, so the Power BI module. So this is how it generally looks, and there is also one of the features which we are implementing right now. This is called templates, and the templates module will allow for some kind of creating these so-called templates. Why I came back to this slide is because we've got this company which is working in cooperation with us, which is called Vigamo, and they are the technical experts for the global climate change and those topics. related to sustainable development. And they actually will be able to enter the application and create some profiled templates for different municipalities, for different clients, which are, yeah, the templates will be profiled for and customized to needs of the particular municipality. So this is also quite a nice feature because, yeah, it takes out of expertise of our cooperating company Vigamo. So yeah, now I will shortly go through some slides of our UI. As I said, it's still a work in progress. Yeah, we've got the entry page where we can choose between like 3 different modules, and in the entry screen we can also choose when we've got sufficient permissions. We can choose between different municipalities, so we can have a look and get an overview at what is seen in the by different municipalities. There we've got this Power BI reports, which are pretty awesome. They look cool and they give us quite a important insight into the data. We can categorize emissions by scopes as it was shown previously. Yeah, and also get some data which is related to purchases by the different municipalities. Then we've got this list of scenarios which we can choose from, and each scenario could have multiple products chosen. This is the section, and we can differentiate the adjustment and forecast of for how long will be simulate the making the simulation. Yeah, we can also like make all the CRUD operations, so yeah, delete, edit, and also we can save them as initiatives, so these actions which we actually undertake, and then it will be fully integrated with Power BI report in the accounts. Then we've got this initiatives module. Actually, they pretty look the same. They differ with the columns. Here, when we are saying where we are looking at the initiatives, we can choose the priority, the current state. We've got the start date, end date. Currently, these are the whole years. We will be still implementing later the possibility to choose different periods monthly or even by date. And the last module is templates, as I said, and this will be mainly accessible by our technical experts. Then we can get into the calculation and simulation. We've got some graphs which are generated based on historical data. These red dots are meaning the actual expenses, actual emission points, the trend line, and the simulation. We've got also the trend line and the simulation here, and we can then like check what are the numbers behind the graphs, also to get the understanding of how we perform how we'll be performing in the next next years. So this was this kind of a general presentation of the demo of the application. And where do we get the data from? So we've got the our company is having this big department which is called local government, and we are the municipalities are our clients. So we've got another application which is called spend analysis, and it's it's gathering pretty big quantity of data. So we, under agreements with the municipalities and the team which is developing this spend analysis, we got all the data for our purposes, and we are gathering this in our data hub and making some operations on that. So yeah, the data model is a pretty important part of our application, of course. Yeah, so generally I wanted to say something about how the development of the application was progressing. So we are a team of like less than 10 people, and we are working. We've got the product owner, tech lead, one full stack developer, so me, two database developers, and other more business persons who are involved into the project. And of course, we are taking some kind of a support from our greater DIMA team. Here it must be said that we've got this DIMA team, so which stands for Data Information Management and Analytics inside the KMD. And we are, KMD is quite well organized, so they devoted some kind of a team which is called DIMA Platform Team, which is supporting us with different solutions that can be used in particular applications. So we are using also their experience to get things done faster. And so what it was like to develop this product. I mean, it started actually from trying to understand the data model. We are working in data-driven solutions, so the understanding of data model related to our products was pretty critical. And actually, we started with this product which we call CarbonKey at first, and then due to some kind of changes in priorities and the problem with our cooperation company, the company which were cooperating with, not the Vigamo, but the other one, which is involved in the CarbonKey project, we had to move and switch to the CarbonKey product. But in the meantime, we already have taken some, got deeper into the data model analysis. So, and it was quite similar to what we were about to do in CarbonKey. So there was quite an agile approach to this product. Basically it started with some kind of discussion, brainstorm, which then resulted in a presentation which was created by our product owner and by our tech lead. And we started to develop first the framework application, and then generally the modules which I was showing. Of course, there were some problems during the iterations. One of them was related to different categorization of products. So in spend analysis, so the place where we get the data from, we use this UNSPC codes for categorization of products. On the other hand, in CarbonKey, so in the product we also we are developing in the sustainability domain. We were having lots of databases were basing on the other categorizations, so the GPC categorization. So we had to map those. Yeah, and there were like different, of course, different tasks, different puzzles like this one, and yeah, we are getting through them during our development phase, which still continues. Also, I wanted to say something about the generally about the infrastructure we use, but yeah, I won't go into much detail because yeah, this is quite a new product, so we don't want to disclose many things. But of course, what I can say that we are, as I said, KMD is quite a well-organized company. So we've got this DIMA platform team who is developing this kind of blueprint solution, which allows us to use Kubernetes and all the newest technologies. So we are using, of course, the microservices approach and containerizing our apps. We also have some database solutions and frameworks which are developed by KMD. So I must say that it might be very attractive from the perspective of the potential people who would like to join us in the development. And actually, it's great to work in this newest technologies stack, which is all the application. Thanks to that, it's always updated with all the newest stack. One thing at the end is that we are heading into the go live of MVP of CarbonKey. So it will be released at 30th of November this year, so in a couple of days. Actually, it seems this is quite one of the best solutions globally. We are talking with different companies, and we can see that their works are actually not so do not have such a progress with respect to this area. Of course, apart from Scandinavia, municipalities and other entities, we have also contacted some companies from Australia, for example, and they also look and quite eager to sign the contract with us and for MVP. So yeah, this is actually all about CarbonKey. Thank you very much. In case of any questions, please write me an email, or we can talk outside of the room if you want. And yeah, thank you very much.